I mean, that son of a bitch, you know, is really unbelievable.
Mr. Son of a bitch.
I mean,
Mr. Son of a bitch.
His loyal. Yes. Yeah, no, I never imagined that we'd ever have a president like this. And I hope we don't ever have another president like this again. I mean, I never even imagined there would ever be a situation in which the president of our country was celebrating hundreds of Americans losing their jobs. But somebody who took pleasure in that. That, to me, is the absolute opposite of what a leader of this country is supposed to.
Yikes, Donald Trump just gave a speech before a very tiny crowd at the Mount Airy Casino Resort in Pennsylvania. Just take a look at the crowd size here. I don't know, maybe 100 or 200 people actually showed up to this thing in this small casino reception area. And Donald Trump was holding this event. They called it a rally, and it was Donald Trump. He was going to talk about how he's made America more affordable and that everybody is thriving and doing a great job.
Something unprecedented happened on September 30th, 2025. Two late-night hosts who had both been targeted by the Trump administration did something that had never been done before in the history of late-night television. Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert appeared as guests on each other's shows the same night. Not just a casual drop-in, a full coordinated crossover. Colbert on Kimmel's show in Brooklyn, Kimmel on Colbert's show in Manhattan. And what they exposed wasn't just Trump's thin skin or his inability to handle criticism.
Here in New York, to punish you for disliking him, Trump is putting $18 billion worth of New York City infrastructure projects, like the new rail tunnels under the Hudson and the Second Avenue subway project, on hold to make sure the money isn't being used to support DEI. Apparently, they think trans stands for transportation over there. And they want to stop it. This is clearly an abuse of power.
My parent corporation, Paramount, paid Donald Trump a $16 million settlement over his 60 Minutes lawsuit. As someone who has always been a proud employee of this network, I am offended. And I don't know if anything will ever repair my trust in this company. But just taking a stab at it, I'd say $16 million would help. This settlement.
Donald Trump said right here, he couldn't even get a sentence out of his mouth. Oof. Here, play this clip.
Europe. On day one, I ended the war in Pennsylvania Energy. I just terminated something that...
They exposed a pattern of government censorship that should terrify anyone who cares about democracy. But to understand what happened that night, we need to back up a few months. Because both of these guys had been through hell, and it all came from the same source. Donald Trump's administration weaponizing government power to silence critics. Let's start with Stephen Colbert. On July 14th, 2025, Colbert returned from vacation with a new mustache and a monologue that would end his show.
This puts them at risk. The President of the United States made it very clear he wants to see me and the hundreds of people who work here fired from our jobs. Our leader celebrates Americans losing their livelihoods because he can't take a joke. He was somehow...
This settlement is for a nuisance lawsuit Trump filed claiming that 60 Minutes deceptively edited their interview with then-candidate Kamala Harris last fall. Paramount knows they could have easily fought it because, in their own words, the lawsuit was completely without merit. And keep in mind, Paramount produced Transformers: Rise of the Beast. They know completely without merit.
Then Donald Trump goes on and says, boom, 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 boom. He just starts making noises. Here, play this clip.
Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum.
And then Donald Trump talks about affordability. He goes, we're bringing it down. We're coming down more. We're coming down a lot more. What are you even talking about? Here, play this clip.
That's a good stuff. We're bringing it down, and we're coming down more. We're coming down a lot more. Takes a little time to come down. They were ruining it. They're going to destroy our country.
He tore into his own parent company, Paramount, for settling Trump's lawsuit over a 60 Minutes interview. The settlement? $16 million going to Trump's presidential library. And Paramount needed something Trump controlled. FCC approval for their merger with Skydance Media. Colbert didn't mince words. As someone who has always been a proud employee of this network, I am offended, he said. Then he gave it a name.
To unplug and reboot Sean Hannity 5 times after this meeting. This is the reaction at Fox Business Channel.
Wow. Just one word, wow.
Hey, is that a good wow or a bad wow? Or a sham wow? Nobody knows. After weeks of painting Mamdani as the 4th horseman of the Trumpocalypse, they didn't know what to do with themselves. This is how upside down this crop of MAGAteers is. They're mad at Trump. Some of them are furious at Trump because he was friendly with the new mayor of New York.
Yesterday, after threats from Trump's FCC chair, ABC yanked Kimmel off the air indefinitely. That is blatant censorship. And it always starts small. You know, remember like in week 1 of his presidency, Gulf of America. Call it Gulf of America. Sure, seems harmless, but with an autocrat, you cannot give an inch. And if ABC thinks...
Then Donald Trump gives a shout out to the miners. He says that he loves the miners. Here, play this clip.
For miners, do we love miners? I love miners.
We know. Then Donald Trump goes on to talk about how Caroline Leavitt has these great little lips. These little ba-ba-ba-ba-ba machine gun lips. And that's what he was talking about. Here, play this clip.
Isn't she great? Is Caroline great? You know, when she goes on television, Fox, they dominate. They dominate when she gets up there with that beautiful face and those lips that don't stop, up, like a little machine gun. She's got no fear. You know why she has no fear? Because we have the right policy.
I believe this kind of complicated financial settlement with a sitting government official has a technical name in legal circles. It's big fat bribe. The audience loved it. Colbert even joked that nothing could repair his trust in Paramount. But just taking a stab at it, I'd say 16 million would help. He was fearless. He knew what he was doing. He pointed to reports that once Skydance took over, they'd put pressure on him to tone down Trump criticism. Colbert stroked his new mustache and asked, but how are they going to put pressure on Stephen Colbert if they can't find him?
They had an America First gala at Mar-a-Lago, of course, where Trump got an introduction from none other than the Italian stallion himself.
When George Washington defended his country, he had no idea that he was going to change the world. Because without him, you can imagine what the world would look like. Guess what? We got the second George Washington. Congratulations! You good? But...
Now, unlike the payoffs from ABC and Twitter, Paramount's settlement did not include an apology. Instead, that's good. Instead, the corporation released a statement where they said, you may take our money, but you will never take our dignity. You may, however, purchase our dignity for the low, low price of $16 million. We need the cash.
Then Donald Trump's affordability speech is him talking about how children only need 1 or 2 pencils and how you don't need $37 for your daughter. Here, play this clip.
Got national security. The one thing you need steel. You know, you can give up certain products. You can give up pencils. Because under the China policy, you know, every child can get 37 pencils. They only need 1 or 2, you know, they don't need that many. But you always need steel. You don't need $37 for your daughter. 2 or 3 is nice, but you don't need $37.
3 days later, CBS canceled his show. After 10 years. After being the #1 rated late-night show for 9 consecutive seasons. The longest winning streak in late show franchise history. CBS claimed it was purely a financial decision that had nothing to do with content or anything happening at Paramount. Nobody bought it. Trump sure didn't act like it was about finances. He posted on Truth Social, I absolutely love that Colbert got fired. His talent was even less than his ratings. Then he added, I hear Kimmel is next.
Well, I have some bad news. Our government is now officially shut down because we don't have funding to pay the federal workers. Trump really is running the country like it's one of his businesses. He said he would.
Traditionally, the senior leadership of the U.S. military never claps for political speeches. That's the tradition. They're supposed to be nonpartisan and sit there stone-faced. It's like doing stand-up for Easter Island heads. So Trump didn't love the crowd.
I've never walked into a room so silent before. You know what? Just have a good time. And if you want to applaud, you applaud. And if you want to do anything you want, you can do anything you want. And if you don't like what I'm saying, you can leave the room.
Roger that.
Donald Trump randomly starts doing a Scottish accent and he goes, I'm Scottish. It's like the most, I'm not going to do the accent. You watch him do it. It's like the most offensive thing to Scottish people. Here, play this clip.
All over beautiful. Oh, we have some Scottish people here. Where the hell did you come from? We have Scottish people. But they're putting wind all over Scotland. The people are not thrilled with it, and it's costing them a fortune.
If you're enjoying this deep dive into how Trump's administration tried to silence late-night critics, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're documenting every instance of this administration's attacks on free speech, and you don't want to miss what happens next. So Trump said Kimmel was next. And here's the truly chilling part. Within 2 months, the Trump administration made it happen. On September 10th, conservative activist Charlie Kirk was assassinated at Utah Valley University. 5 days later, on his show, Kimmel said what everyone was thinking.
On Friday, Donald Trump posted, I absolutely love that Colbert got fired. His talent was even less than his ratings. How dare you, sir? Would an untalented man be able to compose the following satirical witticism? Go yourself.
He's gunning for our journalists, too. He's suing them. He's bullying them. Over the weekend, his foxy friend Pete Hegseth announced a new policy that requires journalists with Pentagon press credentials to sign a pledge promising not to report information that hasn't been explicitly authorized for release. That includes unclassified information. They want to pick and choose what the news is.
Donald Trump says, people are saying that I don't realize prices are high. He's like, they're not high. They're going down. I brought them all down. Here, watch this.
Say it, and I said it the other day, and a lot of people misinterpret it. They say, oh, he doesn't realize prices are high. Prices are coming down very substantially. But they have a new word. They always have a hoax. The new word is affordability. So they look at the camera and they say, this election is all about affordability. Now, they never talk about it. They never talk. Thank you very much. They say I'm not allowed to run. I don't know what the hell that's all about, but that's okay. He said 4 more years.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them, and doing everything they can to score political points from it. 2 days later, FCC Chairman Brendan Carr went on a conservative podcast. The threat was explicit. Frankly, when you see stuff like this, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. These companies can find ways to change conduct, to take action, frankly, on Kimmel, or there's going to be additional work for the FCC ahead. He threatened ABC's broadcast license.
Mr. President, I want you to know sometimes when I watch you striding across the White House lawn so confidently, with so much masculinity, I'll admit it, I get sexually aroused. Thank you for breathing life back into my once slumbering penis.
That was very well stated.
So Trump told Republicans to all vote for this. He was clearly furious that they did. He signed the bill after the White House issued a so-called photo lid, which shut down any on-camera opportunities. He signed it off camera, and he'll sign anything on camera. Executive orders, sneakers, lady parts, wall parts, a toddler. Trump is avoiding cameras. That's like the Pillsbury Doughboy avoiding nudity.
He brings out the weave and he goes, weave. Dude, what are we even watching here? I mean, we are watching a cognitively addled, mentally collapsing, weak frail individual who probably belongs in like a psychiatric facility. But he weaves and he starts saying random words. He's like, Congo, Venezuela, wind, I did a weave. Here, play this clip.